Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. Today, I would like to get a couple um, storage crates crafted for the cart here because I really want to. Ooh, my mouse sensitivity is a little bit everywhere today. I really want to get over to a smaller town, hopefully, one that doesn't have a ton of Bambies, and attempt to do a little bit of looting, storage. Storage container. We need two of those. Let's move you up here. Let's go grab 6 more of you guys. I think that's all we needed was 8. Let's get you guys going and get you up here. And with that, we should be able to put a third one up here, guys. I don't know if we can, but we should be able to. I mean, seriously. There's a place up there for a third one. But anyway, there's a frog just hanging out. Let's start heading. Let's see where a small town is. This is not a small town. This is a very large town. This one might be smaller, so let's just head across this direction and see if we can get over to this town and see if it's a smaller town. Maybe we'll loot that one today. Let's make sure we have spears that are in good-ish health. This one is at 95 and this one is at 60. We should be okay on that today. Did I close the door? I don't want to come back to Bambi's inside or anything inside, a bear, a wolf, anything like that. I think I've almost decided to build up here where it's kind of level and flat and a lot of building area as well. This is probably where I'm going to be building my permanent base. As you can see, there's just lots and lots and lots of flat land up here. I think it would be a great location for building as well. Let's just kind of see where we are on the map. We're headed in the right direction. So it appears that this would be a great location to build up here. The ground is fairly flat. If you build kind of more over in that direction, we would be able to miss this area altogether, which would be nice as well. Something else that I would like to do is try not to build in an area that I've built before. And it almost feels like I've built right here before. I'm not sure that I have, but it almost seems like I have, honestly. And I'm not trying to do something that I've already done in the past. So I would like to build in a new area, in a new environment, that kind of stuff. I do have a couple of ideas for building. But I'm not, oh, there's a chicken. But I'm not fairly certain on exactly how it's going to turn out. And if we, stick with that sort of plan or if we just go kind of like we normally do and go in every direction. Okay, so we're swimming here. I think the Bambi or the town is just across the water here. So the Bambis might actually be just across the water here as well. I cannot pull out my spear while I have the cart, so that's not great. Just kind of see, hopefully this is a smaller location. I'm all for that if it would be a smaller location. Seems like it's about normal size. Doesn't look like a tiny area. Let's just drop our cart right over beside the first house here. And then that way we can get out our spear and sort of have some type of way to defend ourselves. Let's get down here. These are not the buildings that Mike would be in, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I guess he could potentially be in this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to say that he's definitely not here. But I think it's the bigger ones that he's normally in. I have been dealing with some sort of allergies or cold or something for the last couple of weeks. So if I'm clearing my throat or if I am coughing and that kind of stuff, guys, I do apologize. I do attempt and try to edit that stuff out. Unfortunately, sometimes I miss it while I'm editing. So we're getting some clay and feathers, not loot that I would love, but when we are able to, we will start crafting some cement and we will attempt to get the Lucky Looter perk, which gives us the better quality loot in each of the locations that we're searching. We don't get as many stones and feathers as we do like electrical, mechanical, that kind of stuff. I don't know why I picked up a stone. Really wasn't my intentions. Bones would be okay if we needed them. It's not something that I see that we absolutely have to have right now. Um, but we're going to grab this stuff nonetheless. I am still recording in my living room, guys. We will get to that office at some point, I promise. It has just not been a priority at the moment. We've been, organizing our kitchen and pantry and, bedroom and getting the closet going and been going through a lot of old stuff at our previous home that we want to get rid of. It's just not something that we have desperately made a priority at the moment, unfortunately. But hopefully soon we'll get there. We're getting some food and some water. I think this is new, the water bottles. They do sell for 25 cents each. Um, I'm not quite sure how much water is in each of those. I don't even know if we can like refill them. We can only drink them at the moment, I think. It might be a bit darker in here as well too, guys, but I do apologize if that is the case. It's not my intention to make any dark content. Unfortunately, right now we just don't have a mining hat or anything like that. I am going to be grabbing that in place of the rope because we can make our own rope at home. I do need the nails. I don't necessarily need the stone because I think we have a full crate of stone back at the base. I will be grabbing the biofuel for sure. I would like to grab that Coke, but, we cannot grab that. It's not something we can grab or pick up. Okay, I thought that was a Bambi up here, but it just turned out to be a bag of trash. This tea and coffee also sells for, I think, $3 something each. When you have it made, of course, you have to craft it into the actual drinkable coffee and tea. Do we need melon seeds? I think that's the only thing we haven't found at the moment is melon seeds. So we're going to grab those. We're going to keep the onion seeds as well. I would like to have some potato seeds. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any potato seeds either. But we are able to get out of here, head over to the next location. But first, we're going to dump some loot in our crate over there in our cart. And then we're going to move on to looting the next area. So in the back cart, we're going to put some of the larger items that take up more than one space. And in the front, we're just going to throw nearly everything else in here. Let's just do that. And you. We're going to keep our bandages. Hopefully we can find a few more. That would be nice. Hopefully we don't run into too many Bambis in this town. But if we do, we will deal with them accordingly. Hopefully we won't have too much trouble with that. Clay. I'm not going to grab the clay because we are able to get some clay at home. But the clay will be nice a little bit later on when we can make the cement mixer and that kind of stuff, because I will be using that to make a lot of cash for the trader. And hopefully we can do that and grab the Lucky Looter perk so that we're able to get better quality loot, as I've mentioned already. Animal fat, I don't know if I need that. The plastic, the mechanical parts, the electrical parts, that kind of stuff we are definitely taking, as well as any coffee and tea. The plant fiber I probably could leave behind because I don't think we need that. I think we have plenty of that back at the base, and we're still grabbing that at the moment as well. Let's just eat that melon. Probably should have harvested it for the seed. I'm not grabbing the rotten food because we have plenty of that of our own. Let's take this stuff for sure. Let's grab whatever's in the grill, a seed. There's usually that searchable box underneath these overturned grills. I miss them quite often, but you guys should definitely check underneath those overturned grills. I am coming back for the Kevlar as well. I did remember seeing a Bambi out here. Yeah, it saw me, unfortunately. Come on. Like he's just doing all this dodge and roll stuff. And then he's going to run away. I'm going to let him. I'm not going to chase him down. There's just no need for that at all at the moment. Okay, some more glass and some more cans. Those cans are free aluminum. If you're not aware of that, you don't need the pieces of aluminum to craft the cans if you grab those when you're in these towns. I am going to get that Kevlar and get it back over to the cart because we definitely want to grab that. It does pay pretty well also, the Kevlar. Okay, let's just put that in there. And it's raining, so it's going to make it so much yuckier. Let's get right down here to the next big house. Let's check these vehicles as well. A nail. I mean, it's loot. It's not what I'm looking for, but it is loot nonetheless. So we're just going to grab it anyway. I'm going to put you and you away, and I'm going to keep the bandages that I have on me. There may or may not be a Bambi in here. The door is open. Coal is fuel. It's a full round of fuel for the forge, the campfire, the coal heaters, all of that stuff. If you're not aware of that, definitely grab the coal when you have the chance. Rope, I'm just going to leave it. We don't necessarily need rope. There's not a lot to search in this bathroom. I'm going to put the plant fiber and the stone back. I am going to keep the coal. The tea and nails, I'm going to grab that. At least it's more than one nail at this point. I've searched that. That has a rope inside, so I'm not missing that. Okay, let's just see what we've got in here. Ooh, some more electrical parts. Those eggs aren't bad either. I'm not going to grab either of those, although I'm definitely going to need the clay later. That seed, I think we have those seeds. I'm not sure we have any watermelon seeds back at home, but I'll grab them. At least we're getting a pretty good stack of them as well. I don't need cucumbers. I'm not going to grab that. Onions, is that a potato? Oops, sorry. Is that a potato seed? It is. For some reason, it just caught me off guard what it was. Okay, so let's head upstairs. I don't think there's... Yeah, this is the house with a lot of stuff upstairs to search, I think. We used to be able to find those tech pages in these shares. So I always like to come in these houses first, just to make sure that we didn't, have to search the entire town. I was a lot more afraid of the Bambis than I am now. I'm going to grab that bone shard. There's a tech page in this house, as a matter of fact. I'm not quite certain what we need exactly the first thing. Probably that bigger forge. The forge technology to get that brick forge. That would probably be the first thing to grab. Although the loom tech for the bigger backpack would be lovely as well. The advanced workbench would be lovely, but I'm just going to hang on to that. I'm not going to spend the money on the large forge, or the tech page on that larger forge at the moment, because I really would like to see what it takes for an advanced workbench to get the better tools. Simply because those are great and they do save you so much time. So those are definitely worth grabbing first if possible. Let's just put everything away over here that we have. I'm not sure if I can move all of this stuff. Can I just click in my backpack and move everything? I cannot. Oh, there's this button. Okay, so you and you don't have a location at the moment. And then there's this button. I love that. Love it. I just forget about it sometimes. But I do love that function in any sort of game at all. So let's just get right down here. These are smaller areas to loot, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to grab the food and that kind of stuff. See what's going on here in the grill. Another onion seed. Let's get in this little garage area. Cloth and a stone. I don't need the stone, honestly. I definitely don't want the rotten meat or rotten food. Let's just search you and grab the nails. don't want any of that. And I'm definitely going to take most of this. I'm definitely going to grab the tea back out of there. My mouth sensitivity is everywhere today, guys. I do apologize if it feels like I'm everywhere. I feel like it myself. I've tried to adjust it on the fly. I do have that ability. It's just not working at the moment, which is really annoying. It really does annoy me anyway, because I'm so used to being able to do that. Let's just get rid of you and the one piece of clay as well. Okay, let's get in this house and loot it. Let's get out our spear, because for some reason we did put that away. Another water bottle. Do these stack or no? They do stack. That's lovely. Some feathers. We have feathers back at home. We can definitely grab those. Let's grab you and the dry brick, because we are grabbing or making those for the larger forge when we do get that unlocked. Okay, let's grab, I don't know what's going on here. I think it's the way I'm positioned or something. Everything just seems so off today. Okay. I have a dentist appointment this week. Not looking forward to that, although it is just a routine type thing. Copper has a grooming appointment this week. He is still here, guys. He's loving the new house. He has a lot of room. He sees a lot of wildlife. He saw some turkeys this morning while laying in bed. That was lovely. I absolutely am myself enjoying being in the new house. I love the quietness that we have around us. There's no neighbors. The closest neighbor is about maybe a half mile or a mile away. Loving it. We have a lot of land around us that we own, so there is no possibility of neighbors on either side of us for quite a distance. We own several acres around us as well, and we're kind of right in the middle between my dad owning property that borders us and us owning property here. There's no neighbors. There's no possibility of neighbors either, which is great. I really, really am enjoying it. It's super, super quiet. The sun comes up super early here. When we actually have sunshine, we've had a lot of rain lately. Almost since we've been here, it's rained nearly every day for the last month, which we shouldn't complain about the weather. We can't change it. There's nothing we can do about that. But we have had a lot of rain, and I'm okay with some drier weather. We're supposed to be getting some drier weather in the next few days, but we'll see how well that works out for us. So we have quite a bit of loot today, guys. I really am enjoying the loot that we're getting here. We have some Kevlar, some electrical, mechanical parts. We have some plastic parts, which are nice. We have a dry brick, which is good. And then we have lots of iron here. We also have several of these iron fragments. I think nearly 2 full stacks, which are lovely. We got seeds, nails. We got some screws. We did get some... Whoa. We did get some pretty good loot from this, which is nice. I'm okay with the good loot. Do not run away. I really want to loot you because you do have the potential for giving me some cash, which is nice. But I think we need to get on our map and see which direction we need to go to get home. We need to go this direction. So we're just going to head out and try to get back home and sort this loot out today. And we are going to start trying to decide what we want to do with our one tech point. Should we wait and try to find another one and get the advanced workbench then? Because that would also give us the possibility of another chance to get some more electrical parts, some more mechanical parts. I think we don't have enough mechanical parts in order to be able to make the advanced workbench anyway. I'll have to see what it requires, but I don't think we have enough of those at the moment anyway. But getting some good loot is not a bad thing. Let's just get on over here. This is where I want to build, so we're not too far away from an actual small town. We have the larger town with the water bottle to the north as well. And then this is a larger town. And this is the largest town just up the road from us, which is good. I'm okay with that. I like having all these towns close by, especially the larger ones, so that we can get the better loot from them, hopefully. But yeah, I really am enjoying where we're at on the map also. We're pretty central of nearly everything. I did not see the ATV. Ooh. Hey there, bear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Okay, that did not go as planned. He somehow glitched through those. Not cool, bear. Not cool. Okay, let's grab him because he is food. We're going to shove him in this cart, and then we're going to get inside. Come on. And then we're going to put our loot away as well. I'm not sure. Should we just bring these in and then try to stack them up somewhere nice? Because these are a lot of loot. Or these have a lot of loot, sorry. And it is loot that I really want to keep all of it. Let's grab you. We're working on this brick forge, as a matter of fact. We have quite a bit of stuff for it already. I did work a day off camera, and we have a full stack, 10 iron ingots. Well, we actually have more than that. But we do have a full stack of those already. Let's just put this stuff away over here. We need to put the electrical parts and the cables away. Where can we put those? This is food. We don't need that. The clay, the feathers, we can put that somewhere else. It's not a big deal. These dry bricks can actually go somewhere else. The Kevlar needs to go in there also. Let's just put you guys away for now. And this is food, so we can put the rations in there, the water, most of these potatoes and eggs. The meat, I'm just going to put all of this stuff away in here. That's good. And even the rotten food. Although we can turn 3 of these into 1 biofuel on the workbench. The workbench happens to be behind this container. Let's do that while we're here. I think it's Alt to get those over there. Let's just craft that 1 biofuel, get rid of that rotten food. And then we'll put these smaller things away in here. The 2 clay is fine. I really probably should have kept the other, knowing now that we have 2 in here. We have some screws and some nails. Several seeds as well that I would like to hang on to over here. And then you can go there, and you can go right there. Let's put the screws away. Let's put the nails down here as well. And then let's put you guys away. And let's just finish that. There's a full 5 or 6 stacks of that right there. So what can we do with rope? We are going to need more rope at some point. Let's just use this crate for plant fiber and rope. So let's grab all the plant fiber from here. Organization, guys, is key, especially in a smaller base. Just see what we got going on. Sounds like Copper is snoring. Let's move you down here. Like that. I think it's looking great. The dry bricks, we need to work on that with more clay and sand. There's sand right here. I don't know why that's in with food, but it is, and that's okay. Let's grab 2 more stacks of clay, and then let's get this going over here as well. Let's make some sand, and then let's make, not with bandages, we're not going to make any dry bricks. Let's do that and get some wet bricks. Get them on the drying rack to turn into dry bricks. 1 more. And then let's repeat that with 10 clay and 10 sand. And then when we get the bigger backpack, we'll be able to do 2 stacks at once. So a full drying rack full at one time. So that would be nice as well. Okay, so we have that drying. We have quite a bit of iron here. I think what we really need to do, in all fairness and all honesty, is to make, let's see what it takes to make the advanced workbench. Placeables, chemistry, advanced workbench, planks, ingots, copper ingot. We don't have any copper ingots. 10 nails. We need copper. So we need to make ourselves an extractor. So I think what we're going to spend our 1 tech point on is the bigger forge. Because we're going to need lots and lots of stone turned into ingots to get the extractor up and going. But to get the extractor, we need to go visit another town and get some more tech. And then we'll be able to unlock the advanced workbench. So at the very minimum, we need at least 2 more tech pages. So let's unlock with our tech point right here. Let's unlock the forge technology, the brick forge. Let's learn that. And now we can craft that brick forge, but we still need to wait on these guys to dry. And hopefully it doesn't take too very long to get that done. And we'll be able to get that crafted as well. We still need 8 more dry brick after these dry. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get that done today, although it would be lovely if we could. Okay, let's just head out and look for, what are you, a deer? I would love to have one more animal to butcher so we can get the quiver crafted for the arrows, and we could use a bow and arrows on these chickens that are super annoying. Okay, so let's grab some more stuff out here because we need it. And then we are going to start when we get the brick forge and the extractor up and going, and we actually have a better quality axe. We're going to start working on our base up here in the level area, just up the hillside from where we are now. So it won't be a big deal to run up here and build and work on that. I would love to have Mike. Unfortunately, Mike is not something that's going to happen right away. We have built like a castle type thing in the past. I wonder what that would look like with a different material, like a different building material. I wonder what it would look like built differently as well. That may be something we build here. I mean, there are different building materials. There are some things that we can do now that we weren't able to do then. There's different things to build with at the moment. But I really do enjoy just building with wood and upgrading it to the dry bricks or the brick walls just to make it look a bit nicer. But I really am enjoying building castles and that type of thing. I've built several of those and I do enjoy it quite a lot, honestly. But for now, guys, I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I'm going to work on more dry bricks, getting those up and going. And we're going to start forging the fragments into ingots as well, because we need to get that done. Or getting the dry bricks is not really going to help us very much. I may spend the entire night getting that done. And hopefully we'll pick things back up tomorrow on day 5 when I'm able to build that brick forge. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.